Welcome to the weekly news roundup, where we give you our top national and business stories of the week. I'm Vida, and these are your headlines. King Norodom Sihamoni calls for the planting for more trees in the kingdom. Well-known tycoon arrested over illegal logging allegations. Activists held over Khmer t-shirt charged with incitement. ING Holdings land gets revoked after development failures. Smart holds live 5G trial in the kingdom. Khmer to get its own tourist port. King Norodom Sihamoni on Tuesday called for more trees to be planted in the kingdom. The king made the call during National Arbor Day celebration in Krati Province, Sambo District. The king attended a tree planting drive joined by thousands of people, including Senate President Sai Chum, National Assembly President Heng Samran, Interior Minister So Kheng, foreign ambassadors and civil servants. During his speech, King Sihamoni said illegal logging must be prevented and more trees must be planted in the kingdom. He said trees play a valuable role in economic growth and help protect the environment by preventing erosion. King Sihamoni noted that trees also provide shelter for humans and wildlife. As for illegal logging, the king said cutting down trees would cause climate change, resulting in droughts, severe storms and floods, which bring hardship to the people. 13,135 saplings were planted by those who joined the king. The saplings were of the rare and luxurious species which were planted on a 10-hectare site in Sambo District, Kabadamray Commune. National Arbor Day was initiated in 1952 by late King Father Norodom Sihamoni, but the annual event was suspended for years. It only resumed in 1989. The National Committee for Forest Crime Prevention on Tuesday arrested well-known timber trader Sung Samol and confiscated dozens of heavy vehicles and illegal timber. The arrest followed a crackdown on a large-scale illegal logging operation in Mandalkiri province. The National Military Police said in a statement that Mr. Samol was arrested along with two managers and a driver. The driver was released later on, but the NCFCP is now considering transferring Mr. Samol's case to Phnom Penh Municipal Court due to fear of conflicts of interest among provincial officials. The authorities on Wednesday destroyed a number of vehicle scenes using TNT. They suspect that the trucks were used to transport illegal timber from a protected area in the province. According to 2016 police statement, Mr. Samol, a timber tycoon, was first accused of illegal logging and smuggling forest products to Vietnam through Bông Khmer province. Phnom Penh Municipal Court on Thursday charged activist Kong Raya with incitement to commit a felony after he was arrested over the selling of t-shirts bearing the image and quotes of slam political analyst Khmer on Facebook. Mr. Lay, a government critic, was shot and killed at a Caltech gas station in Chomkamon district on July 10, 2016, as he was having his morning coffee. Although Ut Ang or Chup Samlat confessed to being the gunman, Mr. Raya was skeptical whether the man was solely responsible. Mr. Raya and his wife on Tuesday took to Facebook to sell t-shirts bearing the portrait of Mr. Lay and his quotes on the back of the products. In the same post, Mr. Raya urged activists to participate in marking the death of Mr. Lay at the gas station where he was killed. Mr. Raya, who previously served time in jail for incitement for calling for a change of government, was then arrested a few hours later with his wife and two others at their home in San Sok district. Lieutenant General Sortet, Chief of Municipal Police, on Wednesday said Mr. Raya was sent to court while his wife and the two others were released. Deputy Prosecutor Real Supan on Thursday said Mr. Raya was charged with incitement to commit a felony and that the court will proceed with the case. Aside from the arrest related to Mr. Raya, three others were arrested on Wednesday as they attempted to lay a risk for Mr. Lay at the gas station. While two activists were released, Seung Nikapon, Vice President of the Khmer Student Intelligence League Association, was sent to the court yesterday to be questioned because he was allegedly distributed leaflets to people who wanted to mark Mr. Lay's death. The government has decided to revoke 5 land titles given to tycoon Ang Bon Ho after his company ING Holdings failed to develop infrastructure near Bang Cheng Aek Lek and erect a satellite city in Phnom Penh and Khmer City. The Council of Ministers issued a decision to revoke the titles issued in 2011 on May 21st. In it, the Council said ING Holdings did not develop infrastructure along Phnom Penh's Cheng Aek Lek and in Kandal Province, Khmer City as promised. Chatsokom, the Council Secretary of State, said, quote, the royal government has decided to nullify the ownership of 5 land titles belonging to ING Holdings Company. The satellite city development reportedly covered more than 2,500 hectares of land. The would-be city was to be divided into 4 areas: commercial, industrial, residential and administrative areas. Last year, nearly 400 families in Praitakung One Village won a 5-year battle to regain control of the land earmarked for the new satellite city by ING Holdings after gathering in protest multiple times in front of the Ministry of Land Management and the City Hall. Ang Bon Ho, General Director of ING Holdings, declined to comment. On to our top business stories this week. Smartphone users in the kingdom are now one step closer to the next generations of internet connectivity. Smart Axiata earlier this week hosted the first 5G live trial in Cambodia. The event was attended by Malaysian Ambassador Eldin Hussaini Mohamad Hashim and Malaysia Chairman of the Telecommunication Regulator of Cambodia. Smart Axiata CEO Thomas Han and Stepan Uduvichik, CMO armed with a 5G-enabled mobile device from Huawei, show how 5G connectivity will change the user experience and unlock new applications. The technology is central on gigabyte speeds, ultra-reliable low latency, and massive connections. Mr. Han said Smart's mission is to enrich the lives of millions of Cambodians through world-class networks and exceptional digital experiences. He said this is why they invest $70 million to $80 million every year to improve mobile broadband connectivity across the kingdom. He said this is why they invest $70 million to $80 million every year, primarily in network infrastructure, to improve mobile broadband connectivity across the kingdom. The event highlighted Smart leadership in the industry after being the first mobile telecommunications company in Cambodia to launch 4G in 2014, followed by 4G Plus in 2016. 4G Plus with HD voice in 2017 and 4.5G later that same year. The 5G live trial showcased an array of future possibilities that could shape society by transforming interactions, industry and economies. The Ministry of Public Works and Transport is seeking funding to build a tourist port in Khai Province, according to a ministry official. Wasim Soraya, ministry spokesman, told Khmer Times that they are in talks with the Ministry of Economy and Finance over funding for the project. He said the project is needed to cope with the rising number of local and international tourists to the province. A tourist seaport is now under construction in neighboring Kampot province, while Sihanouk, also on the coast, boasts the country's only deep sea port. He said Kai's port will be smaller than Kampot's and cheaper to build. Kampot's port will serve as a gateway to seaports in Vietnam and Thailand for tourists. According to Soraya, it is being built with an $18 million loan from the Asian Development Bank. It is scheduled to be operational by the end of this year. That be all for this week. Join us again for another episode of the Weekly News Roundup. I'm Vida. Have a good weekend.